Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today I wanted to talk to you about how to extend your runtime on your battery powered electric lawnmower. Let's get into the video. Okay guys, so the first tip that I have for you is to maintain your batteries. Now what does it mean to maintain your batteries? Well, you don't want to leave them anywhere hot. These things, they have individual cells in there, and if one of those cells leaks or pops, then the whole thing's going to be no good. You're either going to have to return it to the manufacturer or fix it yourself if you know how. So yeah, maintain your batteries. Also try not to drain them past their first shut off. So most lawnmowers, they'll automatically shut off once the battery is depleted. So don't try to restart the mower to get a few more square feet of grass cut. Once it shuts down, just take the battery back to the charger and let it charge so that it can get back up to charge. If you keep running it till it depletes all the way down, guys, what can happen is one of the cells in there, one or two of the cells inside the big battery can drop its voltage so much that when you throw it on the charger, it won't charge up anymore. So yeah, don't do that. Also, whenever possible, use a slow charger instead of a quick charger. These Eagle batteries, with these Eagle batteries, you have the option to use a fast charger, or you have the option to use a slow charger. I know some of you guys run a lawn care business or lawn care side income, and you use Eagle equipment. I got this idea from one of my subscribers. He says that when he's done with the day, he uses the slow charger. But when he's on job sites and he needs that battery power to charge up real quick, he'll use the quick charger at a customer's location. So that's a really good tip, guys. Also, tip number 2, sharpen your lawnmower blades. Keep them sharp, guys. If you have a dull blade, what ends up happening is ultimately your lawnmower, your lawnmower is going to work harder to cut that grass, and it's going to deplete your battery quicker. A lot of the guys who do this already know this. If you know this, great, guys. If you have extra comments, go ahead and comment down below. But keep your batteries sharp. That's going to help to extend your runtime, because on the lawnmower motor, the only thing that's causing resistance is obviously the weight of the blade, but also the resistance of the grass. So if this is sharper, there's less resistance. It'll cut through the grass easier, and your battery will be able to run for a longer time before it depletes. Ways that you can sharpen these blades: you can use an angle grinder, a bench grinder. You could even use a hand file. There's a lot of ways to sharpen these guys. Tip number 3, whenever possible, use a side chute, rear discharge chute, or a bag. Why? Because that causes less resistance on the blade. If you mulch, on the other hand, you're going to be cutting up those blades over and over and over and over again, and then you're going to be causing more wear on your blade, more stress on the engine, on the motor, on the electric motor, and therefore your battery is going to deplete quicker. So yeah, use a side discharge chute, a rear discharge chute, or a bag. Tip number 4. Try to move quickly through thin grass. So if the grass is really thin, guys, if the grass is thin, try to go a little bit faster, because you're only cutting off a little bit of grass. It's not going to cause too much strain on the motor. It's probably not even going to cause the motor to rev up automatically. So try to move faster, so that way you can cover more area before your battery runs out. Tip number 5. move a little bit slower through thick grass. Now, why do I say this? Because if you're moving quick through thick grass, more than likely you're going to have to recut it again, right? So if you move a little bit slower, chances are your motor, your electric motor, won't rev up automatically, and therefore if it doesn't rev up, it's gonna allow your battery to run longer, because when your engine or motor revs up, it depletes the battery quicker, obviously, right? Tip number 6, guys, try not to cut the grass when it's wet. Why? Because wet grass causes more resistance on the blade as opposed to dry grass. So wait a little while till the grass dries up during the day, and then cut. If you don't have an option, then you have to cut it wet. No big deal. You might deplete your battery a little bit quicker, right? And then tip number 7, try not to do a lot of start and stop on the mower, because the startup is what uses a lot of energy from the battery. That initial startup, pushing the blade from a standstill, it'll eat up your battery if you start and stop. So try to get all of the things out of the way before you mow. Toys, twigs, rocks, whatnot. Get it out of the way, and then you can go ahead and mow without having to start and stop too often. And then tip number 8 is obvious. The way you can extend your runtime on your mower is by either getting a larger capacity battery or getting extra batteries. For example, this one here is a 4 amp hour battery. So that has 4 amp hours of capacity. And this one here, it's kind of worn out, but it's a 5 amp hour battery. So that one's going to run longer than this one, because this one has more capacity. This one, for example, here is a 2 amp hour battery, so that one's going to run a lot less time. Obviously, this is for another tool, for another manufacturer of mowers. But yeah. Alrighty, guys, thanks for tuning in to my video. Hopefully you guys will be able to extend your runtime on your mowers with these quick tips. Go ahead and comment, share, like, and definitely subscribe to my channel, guys. I would really appreciate it, and that would help me a whole lot. And we will see you on the next video.